I can't make you. Call me wherever you want. As long as you get your ass beat.
Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
You just don't even know.
What? 380! Check one left. Go. 50. Good.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Now he's into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run here with Mack. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. This a give to Mack running to the right. That good for 22 and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check the backer.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 51 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 6-point game. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On third down, a run by Matt. But he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. He's taken down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State with a sack. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Prosise. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring out the third down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Clear. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Look pass. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 26.
A second down carry for Prosise. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Watch the ship. Showing it. Undercrunch. Wide.
On third down, Carson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. A nice run leaves them just inches from a first. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on fourth and about a foot? The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on fourth and inches. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
On first and 10, Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
To Felix Brissett. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's his safety. I think you have to say this crowd here in Seattle, this 12th man had something to do with that.
As well as the architect of this stadium. Combined with this crowd noise, makes it very difficult to run offense. And here, 2 points result for the defense.
It is deafening in here.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, they had it 4th and goal. Rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Touchdown. You ain't talking about shit. I get the ball back next time.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Margus Hunt. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go, D.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Credit that sack to Jamal Sheard. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and the pressure gets to him again. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
53, Mike. You run.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is what I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Looking to throw on second down. Brissett nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. To throw, Brissett, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Looking deep for Hilton. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Ebron caught left side. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Brissett now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Now Wilson on first down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now it's Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Again, Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Switch. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Got it.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
53. 4 down. Hey. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Margus Hunt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Wilson under pressure again, and down he goes again. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. To throw is Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Justin Houston. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Brissett. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A gain there of 21 yards. Brissett on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Brissett again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Right there.
On 3rd down, Brissett. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Play action. Brissett. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Double dog, double dog. Let it go.
Now Brissett on 4th down. And he connects with Ebron. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw again. Brissett. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
No fucking way, dog.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Complete to Hilton. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing, Brissett. Ebron's got it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Now Brissett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's second down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Reset, and that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try to make something good happen.
Reset to throw for it on fourth. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Reset got it complete to Rodgers. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a one-score game. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a one-score game. Vinatieri's kick is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Championships, baby. Hey, look. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, watch the line. SOS. Watch it.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football. Low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis.
Game.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA
this
Sports.
This nigga got 62 yards passing, 100 yards rushing.
It's a win for the
that
Seahawks
shit from the
here
quarterback.
As we say so long
Fuck
from
out of
Seattle.
Here. Nigga won 9 to fucking 3. You bum ass nigga.
I said, oh, there it is.
How did I know that shit? I don't see that shit.
Man, send the invite, nigga.
I'm gonna send it back. Send me my money first.
You just said your shit said ching ching, didn't it, nigga? Or you forgot how the fuck it's supposed to sound?
Wait, I ain't made it yet.
Oh.
Uh-oh, wait a minute.
Hold on, you hear
I got it.
I don't see that shit on mine, man. That shit just pissed me off.
You gotta go to your settings and turn it on, probably.
No, it ain't in the phone setting. It might be in the app setting. Let me see.
How much you want your 40 back or you want half of that?
I want my 40 back, nigga. Fuck you mean?
Double or nothing.
Fuck this nigga talking about. This nigga sound.
I'm trying to take it easy.
Nah, ain't no worry about it. Don't worry about it. I don't need no trainer wheels. I do this. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You gonna send an invite? There you go. There go. He damn sure is. He damn sure is. You know what I'm about to feed him? The same thing I'm about to feed you.
What you gonna feed me? Us. What you gonna feed us?
Where you going, man? You switching teams? Nah, what you doing?
Picking off of you.
Nigga be. I'm about to pick it. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry about a damn thing. You hear me?
That's who you playing with? San Francisco 49ers. Hey, bitch. Corey!
What's up, bro?
This nigga desperate, man.
You taking his money?
Yeah, well, okay. Well, I guess I gotta get my boys on it.
Appreciate it.
Do that.
Why don't you take it easy on him a little bit?
I did last game, bro.
You want more.
Disrespectful. I was trying to pick regular teams, and now he want to go and get the San Francisco 49ers.
Regular teams, nigga. You had the fucking Seahawks, my nigga. That's a regular team, my nigga. What's Russell Wilson's stats on that team? You ran the ball with your quarterback, my nigga. Fuck you talking about?
B3, is that you?
I'm asking a question.
Baby, he sleep, Draco.
This nigga right here, boy. I swear he can sit here and just talk about I'm trying to pick regular teams.
Who you want me to play with?
Whoever you want, dog. Just don't lie. Just don't lie, dog.
I picked the Seahawks last game, cuz.
Against the Colts.
Okay, wait, now you
Okay, then yeah. Again. Fuck you mean. The Colts ain't made the playoffs since Peyton Manning left. And you got the Seahawks who ain't went to the Super Bowl fucking 3 times in the last damn fucking 10 years.
And the Seahawks didn't go to the playoffs, the Super Bowl 3 times.
He did all that crying. Now he over there.
You know what I mean?
I ain't taking it easy on you. I ain't taking it easy on you, craphead. Fuck that. I ain't taking it easy on you.
I don't want you to, bro.
You want to call me out? You gonna pay?
You're a bum. Bum. 9 points shorty.
It's expensive to call me out, dude, man.
All right.
Who that playing that? That ghost right there in the back. I was like, I was like, that playing. I can't think
Yeah.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow. I'm on.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Attack! Good track! Echo! 51's the mic! Hey, tank! 51's the mic, boys, 51!
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Chopper! Mike, 50 strike. Here we go, let's bring it.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Coleman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
53 is the mic.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
65.
Don't get nervous.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
It's Coleman here, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. This is Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nope.
Man, every time you got to get your ass beat, you want to pause the game. You get your... Fuck, who at your door? This nigga right here, man. Kill me, y'all.
That nigga over there whooping you in the game.
This nigga getting his ass whooped and want to pause the game.
What's the score?
We about to figure out once you unpause the game.
What's the score before I unpause?
That's that same shit you
Nigga talking about somebody his dough. Nigga ain't got up yet and went nowhere. Nigga ain't went up and we got nowhere. We playing for money though. This ain't no fucking whatever you talking about. See, we playing for money.
no matter what you play for, don't complain.
I ain't got nothing. What you doing?
Same shit. Come on, man.
It's crying like a motherfucker, bro.
Cause he lying. I thought you just said somebody was at your door. You ain't got up and went nowhere. Bitch is a liar. This bitch is over there lying, bro. He about to get scored on, and I'm about to run the ball in, and he want to pause the game. Tell me some hold on, so I at my door. Man, I don't want to hear that shit.
They two upstairs, bro. In that building.
It was a false alarm. I thought somebody was at the door.
Yeah, I know.
Gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and
That
goal.
damn $40 for me. Same damn alarm. Shit.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
7-3, that's the score.
From 6 yards away.
That's the score,
and
bro.
the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what
they wanna
many
talk to you.
offenses are looking for. Sustained
talk to you,
ones
dog.
that can impose their will
Yeah, all
on the
that
other
good
team.
shit. The more fucking
Robbie
excuses.
Gould on for the extra point. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Proceed, spill. 57. Mike, 57.
Attack!
Trash. That's trash. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey man, get off my
Has a
shit,
completed
nigga.
pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Conference.
15!
And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step
What
aside
happened,
here
dog?
in this
What? You
second
paused the
quarter.
game, I called timeout. You mad? Shit, they gave it to me.
Yellow!
Scared. Real mad, scared.
Hey, what's the ball? Easy!
Easy. 57 to Mike. Attack. 57 to Mike. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Fight on these two. Switch. Check nine.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. That's complete to Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 24.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, 43.
Put that on something.
56. Mike's 56. You don't want
That's his game plan.
On 2nd and 9. Mahomes looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Do something about it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Attack. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Working from the gun, Mahomes is going to find Hill here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Yellow. I'm going 80. 54. Mike, 54. Watch the back.
Now Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that gate. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call is bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
What's 10-6?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
I feel like we're in good shape, you know what I mean? Shake it off.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Check 53, Mike. Get ready.
Here's Mostert, and an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
shit some bullshit. I can't hit no play. I'm glad my shit recorded.
Mostert. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Yep.
Here we go. 120.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
The one that's broadcasting.
From the 39.
We got who?
And his throw here is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
White.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Yep. Watch the twist. You go tight. You got tight right there.
This shit crazy. I can't.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money
What the
routes for
fuck
any
you over there
offense,
cheating,
the
bro?
drag
Bro, I
route.
can't call a play
So tough to
until it's
defend
fucking
because
5 seconds left.
the receiver
Fuck
can
you
stop
mean?
at any point and make himself a...
Nah, bro. I know what the fuck you did, bro. Nah, bro. Nah. Yeah, he over there did something, bro. My shit ain't never did this
the
shit
communication
ever,
we saw
ever.
there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver
Ever,
where he
bro.
was going.
That shit fucking go
and they're
up,
able to
see
rally
X
to the ball
factors
after the
and shit.
catch and stop
Stay
him short
up.
of
I
a
can't
first
even
down.
move.
Here we go.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run it with Coleman. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
I had to call 2 timeouts because the shit was freezing.
Yellow.
It's cool, bro. I don't know what happened, bro.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And an alley to run. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted but it winds up falling incomplete.
Here we go.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
One, Omaha.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Out to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? Emmanuel Sanders, the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders, 78 yards. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Yellow.
Yeah, let's get second.
Hey, 43.
He's checking crowd.
Big dash. Pilot, 64, weak. Jam. Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
43.
Mine's 54.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. There goes a deep. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 41 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they are not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The linebacker Anthony Hitchens there on the stop. To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
21.
Shit.
11.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
Hey, gun.
Watch twins. 53 is the mark. 53. Check 53. There's the part.
I got you.
There's the part now. Mike, 53.
Garoppolo, quarterback sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Be a long day for you.
Hey, gun.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Sponge. No.
1, Omaha. 6.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
his position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. On third down, here's Coleman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're back now in KC. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter.
Here we go, here we go. 180! I got you. Don't be scared of it. Mike, 53, Mike. One, Omaha. Check.
This is Mostert, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Here we go,
This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. On play action, now Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here we go.
The Niners on third down.
21.
2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Hey, exit. 56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Watch the screen. Hey, gun. 56. Go ahead.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Back to the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Let's go, baby.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
Check. Fresno. Here we go, finish the game.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. No problem there on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe roar down the other defense. We'll see.
21.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
11.
Working from the gun. Garoppolo.
Oh, you fucking
Throw there.
how do you throw it to nobody,
So
dude?
they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This nigga threw it to nobody. This nigga's wide open.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
12. Hey, alert. Two-jet bomber. Check 3. 12, fellas, here we go. 12. Hey, high 7.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And no, it's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou, lady.
54, block 54. Hey, get in the way. Mine's 54.
Hooray.
54.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Switch.
Mahomes now on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. They'll try and run it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back.
Here we go.
But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. A gain of 22.
Hey, Haywood.
He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Here we go.
Here we go.
He's back to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Right there, 56. Here we go. Lock! I got this. Hey, Charlie!
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Yellow.
Exit.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes rolling to his right. And this is caught at the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Mostert. It's going to be a 19-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a third down and very long.
Here we go.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. And he is not